What's going on, guys? This is Lucas.
This is Julian.
This is L&J Financial coming at you with a video podcast. First time ever. I'm super hyped. And we're coming at you with the purpose to motivate, inspire, and enlighten the younger generation in financial literacy and personal growth. I'm happy to help. Julian here is happy to help.
I'm Julian. These are our faces. This is our first
video.
This is
our face reveal. We're hoping you guys enjoy this video. We wanted to expand this podcast a lot more and kind of showcase what we look like. So I'm not, in fact, a 35-year-old hedge fund manager. I'm a 19-year-old. And same with him.
College kids.
So if you couldn't tell from our voices, this is what we look like. And we're excited. We're going to bring you the exact same content as always. We want to put our faces up so we can market it even better and we can give you even more value. And we hope you guys enjoy this episode because we got a lot in store for you. I mean, I'm super duper excited.
We're here to talk about some stocks and some personal growth.
Yeah, we're coming at you with this purpose because every other week we like to do a really hard analytical week on stocks, and we like to do a week of talking about personal growth, like different ways of putting your mind into the right mindset.
Yep.
That's a really hard way of describing it. But this week we're going to do talking about having faith in yourself. We're going over our top picks at the end of this video, so stay tuned and don't leave. If you want to skip to the end and do it, we don't say do it, but if you have to, you gotta do what you gotta do. But we encourage you to stay all the way through to get the most value for your time. But let's talk about the market last week. Julian, Desktop Metals, Future Fintech, these were two stocks that you were like pushing up.
Yeah, I talked about Desktop Metals and the FTFT, Future Fintech technology companies. But yeah, we saw a great week for Desktop Metals. If you guys bought in when we talked about it last week, we saw like a great push all the way up to $30, and as expected, we had a little bit of a cool off. So right about now, I would say is a great time if you did miss out on that last week run up on Desktop Metals. They had a little bit of a cool off on Thursday and Friday, but we're looking at $30, and they have earnings coming up this week. So we still have a price target at $50 for Desktop Metals. Once again, it's a 3D printing company for automobiles. Specifically, they just signed a deal with Ford. And
well, what I like about their pattern on their chart, I mean, we can't pull it up right now, but if you have the chart, but I like it. It's very predictable, and it's consistently going up. So it's a good hold. This looks like a terrific hold company.
It's the 3D technology companies, specifically metal printing 3D technology companies are going to be coming up. And you're going to be seeing a lot more of 3D printers being used in high manufacturing situations.
Definitely, I'm excited about that. And then Future Fintech was another company that you pulled up
and
last
Future
week.
Fintech, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which caught me by surprise because I honestly wasn't even on my watch list, and I'm like getting into fintech companies like crazy right now.
Yeah, I mean, I found Future Fintech FTFT a couple weeks back, right around like $1, and actually not a couple weeks back, but right around $3, but that's a really undervalued.
Popped up to $8.50. That's 2.5xing right there.
Yeah, and one thing you just gotta remember with these companies is they're really just following what Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are doing. So it's really good to just watch, how these stocks that track. They're basically tracking companies. They track Bitcoin transactions. They monitor them. A lot of these companies are going to be coming out more as we're seeing more cryptocurrency being traded, and Bitcoin is hitting 50,000.
Without doubt. Yeah, that's like one thing that we want to break through. I mean, this week, Bitcoin's hitting all-time highs. I mean, I'm thinking it's going to be $50 by the end of this week. That's what
50,000, yeah.
50,000. I mean, not $50, 50,000, yeah, by the end of this week. And that's incredible. But as we see Bitcoin grow in popularity as well as other cryptocurrencies, that is an extension of fintech. And with that, crypto miners like Mara, like Riot Blockchain, which is Riot, R-I-O-T on NASDAQ or whatever. Yeah. Like those are companies you can add to your watch list in terms of fintech companies. Their blockchain, they mine the cryptocurrencies. And as Bitcoin goes up, as any other really crypto goes up, they go up as well. But that just means they're encompassing that sector of fintech. So as Bitcoin grows in popularity, I'm a firm believer that fintech will grow as a result.
Yeah.
Just like we're seeing with the renewable energy pop off, like when Tesla began to get popular, like EV companies and renewable energy is popping off just like right now. But I think fintech is still an undervalued sector.
Yeah, it's like it's like charging, like EV chargers that are coming out as the EV companies are starting to come out, So the charging companies will follow what the EV companies are doing. When the EV companies boom, so do the charging companies. So that's why there's a lot of other plays within one certain sector that's undervalued that it's good to watch and see how they react to huge catalysts like Bitcoin, which is just nonstop going up. It's a very interesting concept, cryptocurrency, and how it's going to be adopted fully into everyday life with transactions, and it's going to be a huge change of how we see financial technology in the future.
100%. I mean, fintech is the way to go. I mean, you think about it this way, like, everything is going towards digital, right? The internet, whatever, and obviously, so will the money. I mean, just with the pandemic, we're spending more on our cards. I'm not holding cash. I think I have $4 cash in my wallet right now. I'll pull it out, like $4. I don't have any cash at all because everything is on card. That's just showing you where we're going. I mean, you go up to Chick-fil-A line, I don't even think they can give you cash. Actually, I think they can. Never scratch that. But the point is, you're using your card way more frequently than you're using cash.
And we're starting to see Tesla is starting to accept Bitcoin for payment. There's other companies like PayPal, which is also owned by Elon Musk, Venmo, Cash App, all these digital cash-paying money transaction companies like to pay people are starting to accept cryptocurrencies to being like used on them, and you can actually buy cryptocurrencies with Venmo coming up in the future, with PayPal and Cash App, those three specifically. But that just shows you that these companies kind of know a little bit more than we do on where this currency is going in the future, and they wouldn't be accepting it and allowing people to buy Bitcoin on these platforms if there wasn't something going on with this.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I think that, like, I'm a firm believer that cash will still be used in terms of, like, the dollar. I think obviously the world, like, we're moving towards a Bitcoin world, but I don't think it's going to be dominant. I think there's going to be two primary currencies in the world, which is huge because right now the dollar is kind of the currency of the world.
Yeah.
But crypto, I think, will slowly but surely. I think my horizon's 8 years. In 8 years, I think it'll be up there in terms of like a 70-30 split. 70% of the income is dollars, 30% Bitcoin transactions. And that's huge. That's trillions of dollars right there. Which is huge, yeah, but just keep your eye out for fintech companies like what we're doing, EV, renewables, those are the popping off sectors. So keep it up. But now we're getting to the meat of the video, and I think as an investor, as a trader, but more importantly as a person, the most important thing is having faith in yourself. This is the purpose of this video we want to talk about is there's going to be correction days in the market. There's going to be correction days in your life, days when it's not the best thing in the world. Because I know every single day, I mean, it's not all sunshine and roses for me. I know it's not the same thing for you, Julian. I mean, if you want to use a personal anecdote, I mean, dude, your car got keyed yesterday.
Yep.
His car got keyed yesterday. And he didn't know
absolutely no reason.
For no reason at all. And, like,
It happens.
It happens.
And that's what life is, so unpredictable, and no matter what precautions sometimes you think you're taking on whether it's your business or your everyday life, some things are just out of your control, and you got to realize how to react and stay positive and not get yourself in this like rut of feeling like you can't do anything and you can't recover from this situation, because every situation is recoverable. And yeah, we're going to talk about some personal strategies that we use to help us when we feel down, when we feel like literally, like I said, like when we've lost everything, and we've both had experiences.
And we're only like 18, 19 years old, so it's not like we've lost like our life savings in our cars, but I mean, we understand what loss feels like in terms of a smaller degree, and it's going to get more significant as we get older. But the thing is, the purpose of this podcast, we said since the first one, is we're growing and developing, and this is what the purpose of this podcast is to teach everybody principles that we're learning, so you can kind of avoid the potholes that we've kind of fallen into and that we want to avoid as well, and want to help you guys avoid. But one of those things is the road to success, whatever that is. And I mean, that is all different to your interpretation of what success is. Mine is great work and great relationships. I think if you can have both, that's a successful life. And the road to get there is long. And I like to think of it as this mountain. There's this house on top of the mountain, and you want to get into that house. You like want to go there, but there's so many different ways to get up there. But each way is uphill. And through that, you're going to go through you're going to be on valleys, you're going to be on peaks, you're going to go from the bottoms, you're going to go to the tops. And one thing that should never change is having purpose. It all comes down to purpose. Like, you have to have something that's bigger than yourself. Like, I want a Lamborghini. Because once you get it, because you'll probably get it one day. If you really want it, you'll get it. Mm-hmm. But once you get the Lamborghini, if that's your purpose, you will have no more purpose in life. And then that'll go away. You know? So the purpose, I like to think of it bigger than yourself. Now, if you're religious, you can say God. You can do it for your parents, you can do it for someone. Like for me, I want to be able to have enough money where I can donate to, I have like low battery in my computer. Oh, actually, never mind, scratch that. But I want to be able to donate to nonprofits as much money as I want. Like I want to be able to effectively give money that's of substantial amounts to communities that are in need and not have to answer to anybody. That's what I want to do. Like, you know, do you have any like purpose that you use to like kind of like that gets you out of bed that like makes you wanna keep going?
You know, I think that, you know, everyone, if you don't have someone or like something that you are, you know, have specifically in mind as a purpose, I think everyone should have, you know, motivation and the purpose to make themselves successful in any aspect of life. Like I said, like you said, relationships or work or anything. Like it really comes down to anything that you want, you can get. And what we're going to be talking about is how, you know, a lot of people, they really want something and they're working so hard to get it, and then all of a sudden they run into that one roadblock that just completely just demotivates them, and they get in their own head thinking that you literally can't do it, and that's when you start going down that bad path. And what we're trying to talk about is like both of us have taken, you know, big losses on certain investments. Like, you know, we make some bad decisions in this market, and you know, like I've lost thousands of dollars in this market, and so
that's just part of the game,
and it's part of it. And most people that happens to, they're like, oh shoot, like this is just not for me. I made this huge mistake. This just isn't cut out for me. Yeah. And that's how you quit and you move on to something else. But it's all about taking that loss and just really thinking about it and knowing that you still have your purpose and you're going to do whatever it takes to stay on that track. And it all comes down to you keep doing what you're doing and never thinking, because as soon as you think that you're done and you can't do it, that's what the reality is.
I mean, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
And that's what Michael Jordan said. And it's
I got it from Henry Ford. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
it's
someone said it, but the point is, it's very, very true. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're probably right.
You create your reality.
You do.
Like I said, like when you think in your head that I'm done, like I'm broke, I have no money or whatever like that, like that's when you already lost. And it's flipping that mindset of taking that negative and thinking, wait a minute, like I got this, like I'm unstoppable, I'm successful. Yeah. It's literally just reinforcing that in your mind, and that's how you stay on track, and that's how you break those barriers when you run into them.
Yeah, and if you think it's a bit egocentric, I mean, you have to be egocentric a little bit to want to elevate your standards of living, and that's what having faith in yourself is. Because some people go, well, oh, he's so cocky, so arrogant, but he might just be a confident person, you know? He might just believe in himself, or he or she, whatever. But it starts in what you believe in yourself. And it sounds so basic. Sounds like you just hear something out of like, you know, like a book fair or whatever. But like it's true. It really when you believe in yourself, you can create your reality. Whatever you want to do, you truly can do it. I don't believe anyone's ever had a dream in their life that they can't accomplish. Like for example, I mean like realistic dreams. Like I can't. Oh, I have a dream I was walking on clouds. Like obviously I don't think I can walk on clouds. But you have these desires. Like you might have seen yourself having a better body. Or having a bigger bank account, like, or maybe you've seen yourself making money in the market before, right? That's how I started. I always watch these movies and I've seen YouTube videos. I'm like, I can do this, and I've seen myself doing it. Well, there's a reason why you have that desire, and it's basically showing you your future reality. The only bridge between the two is action. In order to have the action, you need to have the faith in yourself. That's what I've realized. So it all starts with that kind of that leap of faith into I believe I'm gonna do it. Like nonchalantly, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna do it, and you might not know anything. You might fail. You're going to fail. And failing is good because it leads to a spiral. I'm reading a book called Principles by Ray Dalio. It's a terrific book. Like, Julian, you should read it. Like, it's super good. You'll love it.
Yeah, I was thinking about
I'll give it to you when I'm done. I'm about to finish it up. But I recommend it to everybody that wants to read a good book about learning and principles. But it's like a spiral. And, you know, you go, you learn, and then you're going to fail. And then there's this curl. And it's a curl that it's reflection. And it's pain plus reflection equals progress. Sorry, my ringer just went off. And it's this spiral, so it's going up and up. But as you fail, you learn, you reflect, and you progress. And that is the cycle. So as long as you have faith in that cycle, and it works, it's proven, time in and time out, and you will see results in your life. In whatever industry you do, whether you're trading stocks, you're selling real estate, you know, you're a veterinarian. It doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah.
So mistakes is part of it. Honestly, embrace them and have fun with it. as long as you're learning from it. If you're just making mistakes and you're just nonchalantly like, I'm not looking at why I made those mistakes, then you will be failing. That is failing. But honestly, if you just make a mistake, it's not failing. You just made an error in your judgment. You need to figure out what the error was, fix it, and then you won't make the error again, and then you'll be more successful. That's literally that's how it comes down to. But
Yep.
a lot of times people are so scared of failing, and I don't know why we reinforce it. It's school. I mean, I think schooling is the biggest thing. I mean, you get a B, you get a bad grade. Only A is perfection. A is perfection.
Yeah.
You're scared to not fail. But I think it comes from what we're growing up to, and especially if you're not growing up in an environment where you're promoted to fail and learn and grow. I mean, I'm fortunate. I have two parents that like push me to do random things and just fail at it, and then realize I suck, and then I have to get better at something. It's kind of like a confidence check. Like they just put me out on like a surfboard once, and then I just completely ate it, and I'm like, this is not for me. But I realized I just need to learn.
Yeah.
So it goes with anything.
And what I used to do, and what I really suffered when I was younger, is looking at Instagram and YouTube and seeing people with wealth or celebrities or being famous or anything, like all these people who have so much money. It was just all like, man, like they did it and I can't. Like they got lucky and I can't do that because it's just too hard and it's impossible to become this or do that or do anything that I'm watching these people do. And that mindset is just so wrong, because every person that you look at online or anything, you're just as capable of achieving what they did or even more, given your generation or being younger and having more opportunity to learn. And like any career, literally anything, whether you want to be a rapper or an astronaut, like it does not matter what it is, you have the capability of doing it. And that's what people have to start to realize, that people that have billions of dollars, they're not like some superhero, like some insane human being. Like they have skin,
just
bones,
look up
the same organs as
just
you.
look up Mark Cuban and listen to him talk. That guy's like the definition of like just a regular dude.
Yeah, these guys are regular people that just put in work and wanted what they have, and that's what allows them to have it, is because they had that purpose and they just wanted it more than anyone else. And the reason why anyone doesn't get that is because they just don't want it as hard as the other person does.
Yeah,
and that's all it comes down to is want.
You brought up a topic of luck. And I think you hear that all the time. Well, they have good luck, It's just good luck. What I've realized, people that are in an industry, the longer they are in it, the luckier they seem to get. It's because they're doing it more than you are.
They're creating their own luck.
Luck is a thing. It's being at the right place at the right time for certain opportunities. Without a doubt, that is a huge contributor to success. But you will be at the right time, at the right place at the right time, if you're sticking at what you do. You eventually will have that right place at the right time, and you'll be prepared. When preparedness meets opportunity, it creates success. So you can keep being prepared, and you'll meet the opportunity, you'll become successful. It's that simple. And that is how I keep faith in myself and restore confidence. Julian, I'm sure that's the same thing as you are.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's kind of the main point we want to flow through. And honestly, what better topic to do it on video for the first time than this? I mean, I think this is a huge topic, and I think it's something that it all starts. It all starts with that. Every, initial desire to, make more money or want to lead a better life, or be a better dad or be a better son or whatever, starts with the desire and a faith in yourself. And that's what this really comes down to. And that's something we really want to hammer away. But now to the best part of the video.
We're going to be giving you some stocks.
Top 2 picks.
We're going to make some money.
Of the week.
We have a day off. Today's Monday.
Today's Monday.
It's a closed, markets are closed for the holiday.
Yep, President's Day.
But
I think that's
tomorrow we have a short week. Like we said, we're expecting a little pullback in the overall market because of, last week was a very good week of growth and, constant green days. So with green days, expect a red day, and don't be scared. Like we say every video, red days are the best days in the market. Like I get scared on green days because it's just causing my anxiety. But
like I'm the guy when the market's down, I'm screaming, it's on sale. It's on sale. Everything you want's on sale. And then when it's going up, you're making money. So you're like, I'm selling. This is great. Be greedy when others are selfish. Be selfish when others are greedy. Warren Buffett said that, or like Benjamin Graham, I think, said that. But point is, that's the saying. That's like a really basic investing motto I like to use. But with that motto, Julian, you want to go to the top pick first? Or
yeah, so my top pick going into this week is going to be specifically, once again, it's Desktop Metals. This company, like I said, I picked it actually last week. to have it just actually acquired. It was a blank check company, TRNE, and it merged with Desktop Metals, became Desktop Metals officially. They're trading at $30 right now, but like I said, with the market cap and the valuation of what it is and how new it is, and their chart is showing very strong growth, we still have a price target for $50 in midterm, which is basically a month to 2 month from now. But they have an earnings coming up this week, so it's kind of a catalyst play. So I'm looking to get in on this company again, and hopefully we go up to $40 this week, maybe 50. But there is just a lot more room for this company to grow. It's already had some great days, but it just has a lot more room, and it's just a great company, and there's a lot more coming out with this 3D printing technology.
Yeah, what I like about it is that it's a terrific company with a terrific model. I mean, 3D printing is already a sector that's going to get into it, I don't know if they're super duper cash generative, but then again, these are all speculative plays. You're putting potential earnings, potential growth, and that's what these are. I mean, hold long term, these will do successful, but if you're doing catalyst and swing plays, I mean, these are also very good. You just got to make sure you time your entry points on these picks.
And that's why, I think, we had that push all the way up to $35 last week, and then we cooled off all the way to $30. And right now, it's held that support, and we're flagging on the daily. So I think for my criteria, it's it's a great opportunity for a swing play this week.
Most definitely. And my pick for the week is BLDP, Ballard Power, company that's been in circulation on the NASDAQ since the 90s. But what I like about Ballard Power is, first off, it's a renewable energy company. It was actually one of the first renewable energy companies that was listed. But what I like about Ballard Power is that renewable energy is popping off. I mean, it is a sector that's popping off. Everything that seems somewhat under $20, like undervalued in the whole grand scheme of things, even though they're all pretty much overvalued, is getting run up. Now, Ballard Power right now is trading at $35.99, so about $36. It hit a 42 on the 9th, and it had a huge sell-off. It was down about 23%. And what I like about it is that these are really good times to get into these companies that get sold off really quickly for no apparent reason. I mean, they're corrections, so people kind of view, okay, this is a little too high. They don't like it for their liking. They sell out of there. What I like about Ballard Power is that this is a terrific entry point. Also, they're into hydrogen gas, which is blue gas, which is a huge sector that I think is going to be, it's been talked about for a couple years, but it's something that is, I have such a belief in it and such
what
a
is
support.
Blue gas?
Well, blue gas, if you don't know, I should have explained this. It's hydrogen gas. So it's hydrogen oxide. So it's basically using hydrogen as a fuel to power your car. So you put
It's like water?
It's like, basically the byproduct is water. That's like the byproduct when it combines with
Oh, okay.
I don't know the specific sounds. That's just I don't sound as knowledgeable in this as I thought I sounded. But point is, it's kind of like the future of fuel. And it's been talked about for a couple of years now. But the really big problem is that there's a city in England that is entirely hydrogen powered to prove that it could work. I forgot the name of the city. I don't know what it is. I can look it up. But the point is Ballard Power is in that sector, but also they just got significantly oversold. And I like when renewable energies get oversold because they like rallying back super, super quickly. And I like the chart right now. It's a huge dip, and that's why I like them. And they're high volume. They're trading at about 5 million, which is high volume. When it's oversold, chances are I like the rally back. So it's at $36. I think this will be at $40 by the end of the week. That's my price target by Friday in 4 days. So
and just look, a lot of your companies that you have in your watch list that you've been waiting on getting into because of them being a little bit too high for your price range. This would be a great week to really be conscious of your watch lists and companies that you want to get into, because like we said, we are pushing all-time highs pretty much every day on the S&P 500 last week. So with all-time highs come cool-offs, and there are going to be some multiple red days this week in our forecast, but
I think there's going to be a correction this week.
It's going to be a great opportunity to get in on companies.
And if I'm right, the date is 2/15/21. So there's a correction this week. It's pretty big. I called it. I just think it's a huge rally. I think that's not super self-sustaining right now. I think it needs a nice red day. I'm thinking Tuesday or Wednesday is going to be a nice, solid red candlestick down. So
but we'll see. And
we don't know.
Hopefully, honestly, hopefully we do. Like we said, we want red days. We want companies to go on sale because a lot of our companies that we are looking at, they are a little bit overvalued just because
100%.
of just the market that we're in. There's a lot of money going in, and a lot more people are trading.
It's the retail
and investing
investors.
right
It's
now.
us.
So,
People like us are getting to the market now, which is great. So, but that's my pick. BLDP, Ballard Power. Check them out. Again, do your due diligence as an investor. Don't just just negligently just take our. Not even a word.
yeah,
negligently.
like we said, anything we
just take our
say,
stuff.
we recommend putting in a watch list. Like you always just add stocks to your watch list. There's no cap on how many to do that. Any stock you're thinking about, just put it in there and watch it. And sometimes my watch list items get delisted in a week or two. Like good thing I didn't put my money in it.
Very risky investments.
Because some of these companies, they're all risky plays. But add them to your watch list. Have an organized watch list and just be conscious of what they're doing throughout the week. And when they go on sale, 10%, 20% down,
Yeah.
get in fat and
on
load up.
Yeah, like on those red days, those are gems to buy. Especially these overvalued, like you're saying, those EV, renewable energy, even now this fintech sector. Honestly, any day you can go into. But I like those sectors because there's a lot of volume getting traded. Retail investors like them, and the clout is around them right now. So you just kind of follow that and kind of ride the wave there. So that's our pick. BLDP, Ballard Power, Julian.
Desktop Metals, once
Desktop
again,
Metals.
is a fantastic company. I'm so excited to see it grow in the next couple months.
And again, these are companies that we have money in. I have money in Desktop Metals, and I have money in Ballard Power right now. So we don't like investing in companies that we ourselves do not own. That's not fair. But
we're not going to tell you.
We're not going to tell you. That's not fair to us. It's not fair to you. But one side note is a quick company that look out for is GNW, Genworth Financial. They are merging with a company called China Ocean Wide. They're up 70% from $2.80 to $4 a share. Their market cap's a $2 billion market cap for a $4 stock. Analysts, they're super. I mean, they're strong buy and buy on my indications right here.
That's a fintech company.
It's a Genworth. It has huge volatility, and I think it's a fintech company. Wait, GNDW. I gotta pull this up.
I think it is.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But anyways,
just watch fintech companies. Like we said, we'll be sliding them out. We got a Twitter, we got an Instagram, we got a YouTube, we got TikTok coming soon.
Yep.
But yeah, we're gonna be pushing out stocks that we the sectors we think are hot. Like once again, our EV, fintech, and renewable energy.
It's huge.
So,
well, anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed our
you.
first video podcast. Hopefully we didn't completely tarnish it. But it's our first go at it. Hope you enjoyed. Hope we gave you some value. And guys, as always, chase those candlesticks. Peace out.